welcome you to the south side of Chicago and right field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your Chicago White Sox.
Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Martin Perez.
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Fouled off left side.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
On the ground right side. A flip to the pitcher covering. 1 out in the top of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers.
And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Sometimes early errors can be just as costly as errors made late in the ball game, but you just don't know it at the time. Second batter of the game gets on base for free, bringing up the number 3 hitter. So we'll see if they can take advantage right here.
Here's Josh Naylor. First pitch misses. Just missed.
2-0.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Man at second. And there's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. Popped in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Towards first, finds its way through, base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, 1 out. Jake McCarthy will hit next. And that drops in for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Naylor at second. Gurriel at first. 1 gone. pitch misses, and that's ball one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Oh, what a flip for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Sixth, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Right through there for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting this one, Corbin Burns. How about a scouting report on him?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Mike Tauchman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tauchman, in his 5th season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013.
No, that's a ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, no free passes. You can't allow that.
All right, Sox. Oh.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Hey.
In there at the knees, and that is strike 2.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Luis Robert now.
Jr.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch. Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next offering misses down and away. Nobody out. Runner at first. Drilled out towards left center field. McCarthy sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Batting third.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Let's go, Andrew. Here we go, Andrew. Find your pitch, baby.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. Andrew Vaughn now.
Fourth, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Pitch is in there. Strike one.
Come on, White Sox, let's go!
2 outs. Slice down the right side.
One and two.
Squirts away a little bit. Next one off the plate inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped to third. That ends the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top of the second,
Leading
Randall
off for the
Grichuk now.
Diamondbacks, the designated hitter, Randall Grichuk.
Perez back to work. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Fouled off. He was late. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's to third. In time to Vaughn. 1 out in the second.
Batting 8th, catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground, out to short. In time to Vaughn. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. Ball one there. 2 outs, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-0. The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here on the south side, down the third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Got him swinging on the curveball, and one gone. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
And here is Sosa to the plate. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
1 strike.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So now the DH spot, Miguel Vargas. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. Foul ball there. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Well done behind the dish.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Now at the plate, Brooks Baldwin. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Goes down looking. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the White Sox nothing.
I've only seen a city but less snobs, streets, geeks, and actors. With money preachers the past and many broken bridges. It's lined with barbed wire, not some pretty picket fences in the feed.
Back here on the south side, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That's off the mark. Now 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1. Gets the outside corner with that one. And a pitch. Strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a bouncer towards third. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And now it's Josh Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And that is that. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Corey Lee.
Corey Lee.
The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. Walked to open the ball game. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Lee stands at second with no outs. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back. And that ball is out of here. He circles the bases, and the White Sox jump out in front. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So here's Robert now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That misses the zone. 1-0.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin, swings through that one. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019, he threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Naylor makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew
Benintendi to the plate, flied to right his first time. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Moreno makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two down, nobody on. That one way outside. The count now 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. On to the fourth. And now Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Gurriel, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. There's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Gurriel gets a piece. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for Arizona.
Now up next for Arizona,
fielder,
Jake McCarthy. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
That's the ball. 1-0.
That one pulled foul. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. And fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here. That misses, and the count's full.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
First and second, no outs. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. First offering, and it just misses. There's a strike. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. 2-2 now. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Benintendi ranging after it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there
Now
pays
batting,
off for him. He didn't have to tag and go,
Randall
but
Richard.
now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Next to hit, Randall Grichuk. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone, and worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Safe. He beats it.
Now
That's a
batting,
good job right there.
catcher,
Gets you
Gabriel
strikes
Moreno.
on you. Just got to battle.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
1 ball.
In the
Okay.
dirt, but kept close. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off. McCarthy at third. Grichuk over at second with 1 down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike at the knees. Two on, 1 out. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Martin Perez won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Jared
White Sox,
Schuster taking over on the
number
mound.
51.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. This is Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Fouled off to the right. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Ball. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Marte stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Now that
So they're all loaded up. Next to hit
Naylor.
for Arizona, Josh Naylor, 1 for 2. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Two outs. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run in already. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score. It's 6-2.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off-speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Here's Gurriel. Misses off the plate. Ball 1.
No strike.
To third, Rojas. They get the force, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. And midway in the 4th, it's the Diamondbacks 6 and the White Sox 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Josh Rojas.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 1-1. Outside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the White Sox,
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Doubled his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. That's to third. Fires to first in time.
now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel.
So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
2 outs, runner at first. Brooks Baldwin steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Vargas, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. The White Sox lead 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Schuster back to work. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Tyler Gilbert up and loosening in the pen. Boozer getting cranked up as well. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
Randall Grichuk stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, no strike.
And there's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And it remains 2-2.
Full count.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the White Sox 2. Back at right field, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Corey Lee. That's in there. It's 0-1.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Just misses with that one. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Now batting.
to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Tauchman in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Hit in the air, center field. And there are 2 down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Robert, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. The 1-1 is fouled off. Let's go, 1-2 now. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. That's hard hit on the line. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop,
Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. And there's a hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Back to the top of the lineup, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Perdomo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next pitch is outside. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that one fouled off. And a good eye there. And now it's filled up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Right through there, got him. That K is his third of the game.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 8-2.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Naylor stands in now, looks at that one inside. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Struck him out looking. D-backs at a pair on the homer. It's now 8-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Left fielder, Andrew.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
And
first
next will be the
baseman,
cleanup hitter, Andrew Vaughn.
Vaughn.
You too.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. The Diamondbacks up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2
third
strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
In the box now, no balls and a strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. McCarthy makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the White Sox 2.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, Jordan
Number
Leisure.
49.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed
Jordan
and keep the score right where it is.
Leisure.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's Lourdes
Leading
Gurriel
off for the
Jr.
Diamondbacks, left fielder Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
And that one is in for a strike. Leisure, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a 2-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Upstairs.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
McCarthy batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Tyler Gilbert getting ready to go. Boozer getting loose as well. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one outside, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
The Diamondbacks.
2 outs, base is
baseman,
empty.
Eugenio
Next up for the
Suarez.
Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 3 in this one. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Line to left. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Randall Grichuk. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Nabs it, and that is that. One left for Arizona. They lead at 8-2. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there. Boo, growing up, who is your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That's outside, and the count is 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So man aboard. So up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Joe Mantiply, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Thompson warming up as well.
Give it to him,
0-2
Chicago.
now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 strikes. Let's go, White Sox.
That one missed.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Now all even up, and that's down and away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Popped up to the left into foul ground, and that's a foul ball.
Man, he's been really good. About to hit that 100 pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Tap foul at the plate. Sosa leads off first with one away. Comes up empty.
No ball. 2 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's it for Corbin Burnes, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching for
So
Arizona.
out of the pen for the Diamondbacks,
Number
Ryan
81.
Thompson.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Corey Lee, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Slice to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already
Up
homered in
next
this
for the
game.
White Sox, right fielder Mike Tauchman.
And first offering is fouled off. In the air, right field. Carroll sizes this one up, and that is that. White Sox strand a couple, and it's still 8-2. We're at the top of the
Leading
8th.
off
Now the
for
D-backs
Arizona,
catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Leisure back to work. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
1 strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes.
Perdomo.
He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Perdomo stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1-0.
The D-backs up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
2-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Center field. Robert on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
2 down, bases empty. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Fought off foul. And that's downstairs. And 1-1. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. On the ground to third, Rojas. Throws across the diamond, out number 3. Bottom of the 8th, and now it's Luis Robert.
Center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
And the first offering is not close. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Robert gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Andrew Vaughn will hit next.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
You too. And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Diamondbacks 8 and the White Sox 2. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 64.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Gilbert appears to be getting loose. Boozer also throwing. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Hit in the air, left field. Benintendi pulls that one down, and there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman
Josh Naylor, the next to hit. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Right through there for a strike. High fly ball out towards left center. Benintendi makes the catch, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the White Sox 2. So bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Lenny Sosa.
And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3 balls and a strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
The designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
And up next for Chicago, Miguel Vargas. First pitch swinging.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-2.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Now
a chance for Brooks Baldwin. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. The White Sox down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.